The rivalry between the Fulani and Afonja descendants over the throne of Ilorin is deeply rooted in history. The Fulani's claim to the kingship of the ancient town is based on the fact that the throne had from time immemorial been occupied by one of their own. On the other hand, the Afonja descendants, who happen to be the majority, insist that since their ancestors founded Ilorin, their claim to the throne ought not to be disputed. Although history seems to favor the Fulani's claims to the throne, it is important to know that the progenitor of the Fulani indigents of Ilorin, Alimi, was a tenant to Afonja. But the death of both Afonja and Alimi, however, brought about the emergence of Alimi's eldest son as the first monarch of what was then known as Ilorin. In this video, we will understand how the rivalry between the Afonjas and the Fulanis all started, and also who should sit on the throne of the Ilorin Empire. But before we continue, kindly support my channel by hitting the like button, subscribe to my channel, and enable post notifications so you will not miss my stories. The Afonja and Fulani inhabitants of Ilorin, the present capital of Kwara State, Nigeria, have for so long been at loggerheads over who should produce the next monarch for the town. History has traced the story to the 19th century. It was said that the Ilorin of today was founded by Afonja, the then Aare Ona Kakanfo, a title for the generalissimo to Alaafin of Oyo, who used the town as his military outpost. In those days, this outpost was responsible for carrying out war expeditions for the Alaafin. In the usual nomadic wandering, Alimi, a Fulani by origin, arrived in Ilorin in search of greener pastures and was hosted by Afonja. But soon after Alimi's arrival, a rift broke out between the then Alaafin and Afonja, and within a short while, the disagreement degenerated into a serious conflict. At the peak of the disagreement, the Alaafin and Afonja had to take up arms against each other. Afonja, out of regard for Alimi's spiritual and military prowess, sought his support, and as a way to show gratitude for harboring him, Alimi mobilized his army in support of Afonja, and this led to a resounding victory over the Alaafin. The defeat forced the then Alaafin to migrate from Old Oyo to the place now called Oyo. And it happened that after the war, Afonja pleaded with Alimi to teach his children the secrets of spiritual power so they could also become invincible. But when both men passed away, Abdusalami, Alimi's son, took after his father's role of teaching Afonja's children. But it was about the same time that the community decided to appoint a leader for the village. But that was just the beginning of the long-standing rivalry between the Afonjas and the Fulanis. Naturally, and according to African tradition, one would have thought that the leadership would have gone to Afonja's son, but that was met by a strong opposition from Abdusalami, who had an upper hand considering that the military was dominated by his kinsmen. Unfortunately, and as fate may have it, Abdusalami became the ruler of what is now called Ilorin around the year 1831, but that is not the end of the story. In today's Ilorin, Afonja's descendants believe that their forefathers were cheated and want a redress. On the other hand, Alimi's people are claiming that Afonja people never ruled Ilorin, and as such, no precedent exists to back their claims. Such incident was not the first time the Afonja would attempt to assert their rights to Ilorin kingship. According to oral history, in 1895, the Afonja rose against the then Emir, burnt his palace, and also eliminated him. But they were not able to enthrone a king of Afonja extraction. And in 1913, when Lord Lugard administered northern and southern Nigeria, Afonjas were said to have spearheaded a riot over tax to bring the rulership of the then Emir to ridicule. Also in 1936, the Afonjas attempted to oust Emir Abdulkadir, who was banished to Kaduna but was reinstated by the colonial administration. But in 1978, the Judge Eni administration of Kwara State raised a judicial panel of inquiry to look into the Afonja agitation. The Afonja people reportedly made a case for the merging of Kwara State with Southwest before the commission, while also laying claims to the Ilorin throne. It was said that they even claimed antecedent to the thrones, as they allegedly said that Afonjas had produced 4 Obas in Ilorin before the arrival of the Fulanis, a claim that was strongly countered by the Fulanis. Sadly, the report of the panel never saw the light of the day, while there was also no white paper from the government. A twist to the tussle was the petition by 3 of the 6 Afonja chiefs in Ilorin to the State House of Assembly, complaining that they have been classified as upgraded by the government allegedly at the behest of the Emir. The upgrading, according to the chiefs, suited the Emir so that there will be no more rivalry of any sort from the Afonjas to his authority. Another angle to the agitation is the demand for Oyo State, which will comprise the Yoruba-speaking areas of Kwara and Kogi states. Sadly, all efforts by the Afonjas to take over the throne of Ilorin seem to have failed, as their aspirations never saw the light of the day. But then, here is my question. Based on the available history, what do you think is the rightful owner of the Ilorin throne? I would love to see your responses in the comment section. And please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel and enable post notification so you will not miss my African stories. Thank you.